Wow, powerful twin flames message. Well, I should say soulmate message. There is a difference. Your twin soul, twin flame is you in two different bodies. But the soulmate is just somebody you could just be in a soul family with. But the skies are cloudy. I was out there, had to go see my doctor. Driving home, whatever, just like nothing in the sky. I'm always looking up. Nothing in the sky because of the clouds. Came home, handling whatever I got to handle and take care of. And then I had to go outside to throw some things in a recyclable bin. As tomorrow is garbage and recyclable day. And I'm minding my own business, but still cloudy out there walking. And all of a sudden, I see a light above me. I sense it, not just sense it, but you can see it out the corner of your eye. So I just immediately look up and there's the moon that has come out of those clouds. But I get that a lot to say hello. So immediately I came upstairs and jumped online to see what the moon had to say. And as you see, the moon is in Uranus. So you're near Uranus, I should say. You might even say that's a conjunction. I'm not sure. But see, don't forget my soulmate. That's her energy, is Uranus. And they're both in a Pisces constellation. That is so interesting. Moon conjunct Uranus in a Pisces constellation. Keep in mind, is it the 22nd? Just 5 days. That'll be a full moon. I do have that offer I'm making with the full moon reading, and I already told you why you need to get it. All you got to do is go to either one of my channels and you see that commercial or ad, because it's that important, because this moon is leading you to the solar eclipse that's coming the first week in January. And also, this is what Bagley's reporting, that the anniversary of Trump taking the inaugural address, there'll be a blood moon. And that's around January 20th, which I'm still looking into that. So that's why you need to have this stuff up to date. Now you also see the Taurus constellation with the bull. Capricornian constellation. Got Pluto out there. Nothing's in the Capricornian constellation. Now, of course, I'm still going to take a quick look at the white space chart. But I know for a fact... see, my Pisces is in the 12th house as well. And remember that Uranus energy, the soulmate, my Pisces energy is in the 10th house, excuse me. And that's ruled by Capricorn. My moon sign is Capricorn. And I find it ironic that right now the Capricorn constellation is... nothing's in there, according to the black chart, which I tend to find is a little bit more accurate. But I'm still going to look at the white chart. You'll probably see both of these charts together, but I got to put them together. So let me do that real quick, and then I'll get out of here. I probably will be back with readings or something, but I'm still trying to find out what I got to do tonight, because I got all this shit going on. If you only knew. That's why I made that video about the spiritual warfare with the lion. I'll be back after I put these charts together. Again, this is the reason why I know astrology is real. Because when you look at that, look at the black chart. Now you got the moon and Uranus and Pisces. Now, my sister's a Pisces. My Dukes represents the moon. That's Imon Coeli, the moon ruling Cancer. And right now they're together down south. And Uranus is anything. Uranus is anything shocking. It could even be the electricity in your home. It could be technology. It could be anything. Even an argument that breaks out. All that stuff can happen. But as above, so below. So you see both of the charts together, but I didn't come out here to talk about both of the charts. I just wanted to know why the moon more or less summoned me. I know when I'm being summoned. And but I could tell why. So I will probably be taking a reading later on tonight to get more insight into that. Plus, I'm sure Terry Nassan now has out the weekly forecast, which I might go over. I don't know. I already went over Michelle Knight's. But you got to remember, everything's going to be shaking it up from now to the full moon. It's going to occur in 5 days to that first solar eclipse first week of January. But then you got, according to Bagley, you got a blood moon on January 20th, 2018, which I will be looking into because I don't know. because he's been accused of just saying that it's a blood moon. It's a blood moon because of his affiliations with Israel. I would have to check it out. You know, I'm not. You know, I don't know everything. I would have to personally check it out. Oh, but one thing y'all do want to look at. This is a semi. I think they call that a semi-square. That's a semi-square between the moon and the sun. 1 at 24 degrees, 1 at 25 degrees. So that's interesting. So let's look at that real quick. Let me check it out. I'm just looking at it. Well, let's try that because it may be more. Let's try this. Square. Come on, come on, come on. Nah. Do it again. Say astrology square. Interesting. I'm gonna do it again. Cherry Nasan. Aspects. Alright, here we go. Because she tends to have the drawings right there. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, well, it's a square. But that's 90 degrees. Anybody that ever been in school, you know what they do. They show you that. They show you the square, and then right in the center of it, basically, they put the 90-degree mark. And that's what that basically is. That's a square. So you're saying it's the sun is squaring. So let's see if we can get a meaning of that. Sun squares moon. Uh-oh. This is astromatrix.org. Me against you. Sun represents basically vitality, ego, the will to live, associated with spontaneity and health. A well-aspected sun describes a person who has heart, who cares for others both in general and at the personal level. A poorly aspected sun will describe a person who either has much more difficulty assessing this love and caring ability. In your chart, the position of the sign represents your life purpose and style in which you make your mark in the world. Still dealing with Sagittarius. Interesting. Still dealing with, let's just look at this. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth house. But see, your sixth house is still Virgo energy, ruled by Virgo. It's still daily activity, which could be work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still going against the home versus in the career. And that's why I said they've been duking it out. And poor Leo got his ass kicked. I mean, I'm a Leo, man. I'm still trying to recover. Just went to the doctor's office and got cut off of some supplies I need, but he gave me a whatever I'm supposed to contact us. See about that. The beat down's relentless. And the sun is the ruler of Leo. What people who were born with sun, square, moon in their natal charts want and what they need are in conflict. What you want, what you need, DMX. The sun square moon aspect is similar to the sun opposition moon aspect in this sense, but there are very notable differences. Where the struggle between wants and needs is mostly played out on the inside and through significant relationships with sun opposition moon people. Sun square moon people tend to confront obstacles that come from the outside. In truth, the struggle is within, and as it is the case of being one's worst enemy. Sounds like me, because I always tell her like it is. And I pay for it. There can be a tendency to attract challenging situations into the life as an unconscious attempt to recreate the tension of early childhood. But why the hell would I want to do that? I'm gonna pick a fight with somebody so they can whip my ass like my daddy used to do. As well, specific habits and attitudes can hamper their progress in life. But that's really talking about a natal chart. But you see it's some type of conflict, and you already saw it's like the 6th house and the 7th house. But here's the deal. But it's still going to affect the relationship, because if you notice, look where that sun's at. That sun's getting closer and closer to the 7th house of relationship. And what's in your 7th house of relationships? Wow, Capricorn, which rules the 10th house, and Saturn rules the 10th house. So it's still transformation. So if you were going to look up anything today, look up that number 20 again, because 20 is Pluto. I won't look up the rest of the numbers just yet, but even Uranus. Remember I told you to go out to Uranus? So you got to look, because that's what the moon told me to do. I told you I was just summoned by the moon. Uranus is retrograde, still in the 10th house of career. Because I've already been told they plotting my downfall, plotting my destruction. But what y'all got to understand, even though it's going to be humans that carried out and possibly my soulmate is going to stab me in the back, they already told me this shit. You know what I'm saying? They already told me all this shit. Couple of 20 degrees. So that 28 degrees, I say it's really 29 degrees that is karmic, but I say 28 degrees is karmic too. But anyway, so we're gonna look at the 20 degree mark of Pluto and 28. So it's gonna be major transformation in the career sector. And I'm telling you again, make sure you follow up. Don't be a person that gets fired when I've been telling you how it's gonna go. Make sure you get your full moon December 22nd, as well as the solar eclipse. I could probably do those together, but right now it's relationship betrayal, money problems, getting in your boss all of a sudden is out to get you. All of this stuff is going on. And somehow it affects. See, remember, the relationship this is talking about is really the soulmate I work with. All right, so let's do this. Let's get this numerology. I didn't want this to be a long video, and it won't be. We just want to do the numerology and get out of here. But I will probably be back later for the reading. But I'm reading this stuff myself. If it's not really saying anything relative, I don't necessarily gonna be out here all night. I won't even come out. I'll just get to the point and keep it moving. So first, number 28. And because you're dealing with Saturn and Capricorn, you are dealing with karma. 28, 2 and 8, new beginnings, because 2 plus 8 is 10, which breaks it down to 1. So they said 28 is the business number, and that's exactly where that's at. Oh, and that's what they had told me. It was kind of crazy, and I saw that too. But the cards told me it's kind of like some type of Aries battle going on. And I know I can't really explain that to y'all, but if you look on the chart, you can see it. And remember that moon also represents my soulmate. This is all through readings that have been coming up. And they said it was like a battle going on. And they keep putting us three, like in the same area at the same time and shit. It's real weird and shit. But that's what this number 28 is kind of saying. Number 2, number of cooperation. 8, the number of materialism. And that's what they said. It's going to be a betrayal. Because the person is going to want see, I think they're working on her too. But it's like trying to make choices. And they basically said she's a cutthroat and she's going to sell you out or whatever. They was killing her. Like they was just killing her. Like she has no character and shit. That's what they saying. I'm trying to just mind my business. But I'm still pulled into all of this. When you notice the number 28 occurring in your experience again and again, it could be a sign for you to seek balance in your affairs. It may be a sign that you're acting in ways that is too ego-oriented or that you have been lacking humility. And again, that ain't talking about me. It's talking about her. Just look at the moon. Who summoned me? And the moon right now is with Uranus. You even saw that on the black chart. They're talking about her. She's very unbalanced. She can be very obsessive. This is definitely her personality. So they're saying this person with 28 should learn how to, do meditation and stuff like that. And the high priestess kind of made that suggestion too in previous readings. All right, so if you do the number 20, because we already did the number 2, because 20 is going to break down to 2. But I think they want you to look at the number 20 because it deals with the tarot card number 20. See, so far they said the number 20 is like saying, hey, let's work this out. Let's be in a relationship. And that's kind of true. I'm more the patient, level-headed one. But she's really gun ho, which just I'm not putting her down. I'm just telling you how it is. I'm not mad at her. Anybody listening to this video, I'm not mad at her. Like she sleeps around, that's her business. Cause like when dudes do it, oh, he's macho. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wow, he's sleeping with 3, 4 different women at one time. Wow, he's a player. But if a female do, oh, you fucking slut. So it's a double standard. So I'm not mad at her for doing what the fuck she want to do. I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I just be speaking to her because I know we got that connection, whatever you want to call it. But somebody stabbed me in the back. I'm like, damn, why are you fucking? I didn't do nothing to you. But people gonna do what they're gonna do, and I don't even know how she would be able to do that anyway. But I think even by her making a choice, But they were showing me like supernaturally. I mean, not supernaturally in real life, just synchronicity. But this is real life shit happening. But they always put me and her next to the big boss, and it's always. And this shit went down when I was just a teenager, right in that same area. Cause it's a fast food restaurant I used to work there, and the same thing. One of the females I was talking to was kind of like secretly on the side, sleeping with the boss and shit. But but she this female be sleeping, male female is what she do. So that's why that 28 is her, but the 20 is mine. So what they're trying to tell you is they're trying to show you what's really going on, and that's what the moon's trying to tell me tonight by summoning me, because it came out the clouds just. But that happens all the time. Like I said, like when you study your Bible, you see Joseph had a connection with the moon and the sun and the stars, and also you see Joshua tell the moon and the sun to stand still, and they do. This is real talk. If you really believe the Bible, then you know this shit is real. But if you just a fake ass phony fraud, you ain't gonna believe it. That's why I said I don't come out here to make friends. I don't come out here asking you to believe me. I tell you like it is, and you can make your own fucking choice however you want to make it. Because ultimately you're gonna answer to God. I'm gonna answer to God, you're gonna answer to God. So that's all I worry about. So number 20 wants loyalty. But there ain't gonna be no loyalty because she's at that age and she's gonna do what she wanna do, and she wants to kick it with me, but even in one of those card readings, she wants it to be. She's just like Rosa. She's like my twin flame. They want it to all be about sex, but they don't want it to be about nothing else. But the number 20 is way deeper than that. The number 20 is concerned with people being part of something other than themselves, outside of themselves. But a 20 can also do things alone and benefit from the solitude. So the Mayans used to deal with number 20 because they deal with new beginnings and duality. It took 20 years for Solomon to build that temple. If you notice, every female I'm dealing with right now has to do with these Hebrews and the building of that temple. But I'm telling you right now, the temple of the people. Don't listen to what they talking about over in Israel. That's some fake matrix BS based on white supremacy. And Revelation 2 verse 9 and Revelation 3 verse 9 tells you exactly what that is. And now number 20 is the judgment card. Again, Gabriel. And there you see the moon. See, once again, the sun and the moon are working together for a reason. And remember, my moon sign is Capricorn. So this is still karma. This is past life shit. Why? Because in a past life, I chose career and reputation over family. So now we're going back to those times, seeing how I'm going to choose now. Now I'm more principal and more home and more relationship family. But in the past life, I was more career. So all my soulmate is doing is mimicking what I've already done. But it's still like it's like a payback. And remember, that's who fired me with my twin flame. It was her working with my boss. And they fired me because he set me up and put us together and all kind of hell broke loose and all that. Next thing I know, I'm fired. So it's already happened before. So they also mentioned the Wheel of Fortune card because of the zero at the end. And remember, they keep showing a Wheel of Fortune card for this woman that's supposed to be coming in my life, whether it's this soulmate or somebody else. So you got to follow Jupiter. And right now, Jupiter is right there in Sagittarius because, like I said, it's all about the 5th house. But right now, that's the 6th house. But they're still dealing with the 5th house, too. The astrologers are. But right now, this is the 6th house, ruled by Virgo. And they go to Vertex, too, which means it's going to be some type of significant event coming. All right, let's see. So in astrology, the moon, highly emotional, vibrates number 2, and the planet Pluto vibrates number 0. And that's what you're looking at right now. Moon and Pluto kind of like squaring each other, if you're looking at that. They're all part of this square. So the moon represents the home, they're saying. And the Pluto represents death, rebirth, and regeneration. Number 20 is highly sensitive and empathetic, emphat, and very emotional. Number 20s have to be careful of being too dependent on people and too needy. They say number 20 should learn how to practice being alone and develop focus when they are alone. I've already done that. Been alone for a nice amount of time. And I told you, I put that video. I don't know if the video is still public, but I tried to tell you about the duality of number 20. It's the duality of God and the devil. But once again, people didn't go for people didn't look at it, didn't want to deal with it just because of the title. They stupid. Instead of learning how to judge a book by a cover, you need to get into content so you can find out what's going on. Because that's not going away. This thing of God and the devil and the duality and home versus and career, that's not going away. The better you understand it, the better you can make a wiser decision. All right, now the other 20 is right. See how the other 20 is right there with Juno, serious relationship. That's house number 11, Aquarius, but Juno is retrograde, so they're still dealing with past wounds. And number 2 deals with your money, the second house, money and possessions and stuff like that. So this was definitely a very interesting read. I don't see anywhere else I can go with it. Let me just check my I'm gonna check my phone real quick, check an email, make sure nobody sent me no message that has to do with this information. Other than that, I'll be back if there's something to say regarding that information. If there's nothing to say or nobody called or whatever, that's it for this video.